super duper slow to get started. So let's hope that's not a problem. Anyways, if I remember correctly, we are about to investigate a double murder. Or we are I guess technically we are investigating. Yes. What is this?
What?
Yuko, and who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag? Could it be 2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyaku's body. I only saw the hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut the hell up!
Shut up, idiot.
This is just...
For now, we should lower the person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad. Yeah. But what about preserving the scene of the crime? Who the fuck cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on baton, right? Baton on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. If you go ran over to the wing of the stage and press the button on the control panel. With a motorized sound, like a growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, we're going to take off the hemp bag, okay? Is it going to be worse? Nah, yeah. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confirm. Is it not going to be her? Why is her face turned away? I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there is no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. Damn it. It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikon. No matter how you feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez. It feels like someone died here, in here or something. So you finally showed up, the root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone?
Are you kidding me?
Why didn't we get him at a hotel? At the motel? Why didn't we pick him up? I don't remember. There's probably a reason. What the hell is going on here? Ibuki and Yoko.
What?
So these 2 people have been killed.
What?
Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others.
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. Did he know something? He knew something.
Damn it!
Oh, maybe? Like, because he lies, right? I can't believe it. They did such a horrible thing. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess. Nagito, Akane, are you okay?
Huh?
Huh, of course. What do you mean, of course?
No!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff was totally over now. Oh, okay. Never mind. Did Nagito ever say anything interesting? I don't know. I think he said that he, liked us. I guess that's a little interesting. the fact that he like wanted to hang out with us, I guess. Anyways, that stuff is totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive anymore, or around anymore. Yeah, the despair's disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. It seems like we do.
What'd you say?
Seems weird. What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
It's the Monokuma file!
I lost what I was gonna say. Poof. Gone. Poof. Don't know why it blew out of existence, but whatever.
See ya later!
I'll be watching the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This cannot
Again? We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two, then I can't let this be. Why do we have to do this? Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. Where's Nekomaru? If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed. Abandon your over-dependence and complaints this instant. Okay. Those have no place in this world. But what about... Okay. What about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Okay, so... we can heal up slicing and dicing. A slice to the stomach. Within, like, 1 day. But Nekomaru... I guess he did get hit with, like, what, a bazooka? I was gonna be like, what, he can't get healed? But, no, that's fair. That's fair. Is he not even going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Oh, wait. Huh? That's strange, I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about. Oh, okay. Oh, I wonder if he's going to let it slip, but we can't tell what's the truth or lie. I'm still holding out hope for that. I think that would be so fun.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you have the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe?
Leave it to me!
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigation, so I must do my very best.
Alrighty!
Alrighties, I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems Nekomaru is really getting just kind of placed on the back burner for every single one of these. Like, he hasn't done anything, which kind of makes me worried. Big suspicion eyes at him, I guess, because, like, again, he just kind of not done anything. And last time somebody died without them doing anything, they turned to be Ikusawa. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Manami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you. Then, let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this, once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. I'm sorry, I still looked up and still saw the, neon lights next to the staff-only door that just says titty. It's so good. Such a funny... I love neon lights. Did I mention this? I have a neon light off off screen, too high up, but it just says "fuck off" on it, and then I have a neon light in my room that is just the shape of a dinosaur head, like a flat T-Rex head. And then here, I never turned it on, but I have a light of a rainbow right here. But for those two's sake, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Investigate. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while. Why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. Oh my god, yes. I can't stand it, and because of global situations, it like is no longer cold, and then it gets freezing, and then it gets no longer cold. Like the other day, I'm like, do I either need to bundle up, wear a hat, a scarf, gloves, a jacket, or short sleeves? And that's it. The answer was short sleeves. I literally walked, like I had a coat, and in the car, I'm like, it's too hot. My heat was not on, nothing. It was just got too hot. So I had to take off my jacket, and I completely just didn't use it, just because it was just so hot. Anyways, but why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so, Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. It's almost like I shouldn't have been a dick 2 seconds ago to him, in my head. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? Again, then we didn't have to be mean to him 2 seconds ago. No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. Interesting. There are two victims there's two victims this time. Two victims this time. Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Sayonji. I'm assuming you will say, but they're both neck wounds. Sorry, there's something on my finger. Ibuki Myota's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There is no other external injuries. I'm looking to see if it's the same as behind it is. It's the same words. Hiyoko Sayonji cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit with a sharp-edged tool. It appears her cause of death was instant. I don't think we ever had anything close to a throat getting slashed open before. It's pretty significant. Yeah. What the... Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Okay, so clearly something is shenanigans. Because clearly it's going to be important. Nekomara file number 3 has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, it's such a cute little jacket. It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So, I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or, was there a reason they had to kill 2 people? A reason for killing 2 people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
I'll definitely find the truth behind this case.
I think.
That's what I think. Seriously, I would really prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Was she confident before? Because if she was really confident right before the murders, then she could have had the despair disease. But I don't... Nothing pops out. Oh, I can talk to everyone. Okay.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like,
If someone like that, or if something like that is in front of the door, you think that it might be you think it might be a really big clue. Why would it be a clue?
hey,
Remember when we came to the music venue? Oh, yeah, right, the door was stuck. If it doesn't, or if it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if it's going to be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know? It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go. After he could signal, we charge the door at full force. Bam. The door was locked, the door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out the door hadn't been locked at all. Huh? The door was designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would be well, don't you think it would be it would lock the door to keep it from opening? You mean you think the drumstick was used to block the door? Is a drumstick that strong? Like, my cousin plays the drums. Maybe I'll hit him up and just be like, hey, break one of your drumsticks. But I know he has to buy new ones because he does break them when he hits them. They can just break. He broke one in half one time. And he was like, look, because it was still somewhat attached, I think. And it was just like, really, it was mostly just snapped. And, or like something about it. And he just thought it was cool, so he kept that one. You mean, you think that the drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then, how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't have windows, and this door is the only entrance. It just does not sound like a good design. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
like,
Maybe the killer was still inside when they broke down the door to the music venue? And they waited until we were ready at the scene of the crime to join us? You know, they didn't, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here, somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely going to find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. This is the first time he's investigating anything. So I wonder if he's going to be a benefit or not, because, again, this is the first time he investigated anything. Does that mean we get to hang out with him next chapter, though? Oh, I am excited for that. Yeah. I'll have to see, though, how often I can play. I have stuff coming up, so we'll see. Anyways, alright, I'm definitely going to find, yeah. And the killer was still inside, when they broke down the door to the music venue. Like you said, it might be possible, but
I've listened to the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Jackie, that was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I also discovered something interesting. What is it?
see?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and the... Okay, yeah, I got it, yeah. Look, there's a weird glob where the right and the left door touch, see? You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to... Wait, what? It looks too firm to think it's rubber. Okay, so it's not rubber. Got it. Okay, I was like, It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As you said that, Chucky bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. A, do we ever see this? seen before? Why does she get a whole new sprite? That's very funny. But B, girl, what are you doing? I was going to make a joke about eating it. Don't eat things. Num. Why are you putting it in your mouth? Num. It smells like a workshop chemical, or like workshop chemicals, and it's in your mouth. And no, wait, sorry. Why are you chewing? It smells like. You don't have to chew it if it smells like it. Workshop. And this chewiness, again, you don't need to actually chew it. The only thing that it needs to be in your mouth for is taste. And you have yet to describe its taste. And this chewiness, I see, this thing might be a blob now, but that doesn't mean it was a blob from the start. For instance, are you saying this with your mouth full? For instance, if this was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smooth and apply it directly and smoothly into the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Is that also a whole new icon? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Okay, so the only thing you needed to learn from that was it tastes nasty. Also, I know they said it doesn't seem like rubber, but liquid like rubber, like, I guess like rubber glue, where you, right? Does that exist? Am I just thinking of caulking? Maybe. Is that, I mean, that's not rubber, is it? Can be kind of rubbery. But it can also be kind of hard. I mean, it is hard. It looks rubbery. I don't know. Trekkie spat the blob of her mouth and left the area. I mean, that also takes, like, hours to dry, though. Not 15 minutes, so not that. She spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this to be some kind of clue, right? It's almost like she didn't have to put it in her mouth. Like, girl, you're gonna get poisoned. Semi-transparent glob has been added to your truth blood section of your handbook. Okay, so that was him. I don't really want to talk to you yet. Sonia.
Something like this.
It happened once again. 2 of our cherished friends died at the same time. I can't believe it. I'm gonna keep blaming Sonia. Eventually I'm gonna be right.
How cool.
This is the place where Ibuki sang Fufui Hiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having such a good, was having so much fun listening to her music. And now, those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends have been killed. That's all the more reason we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Okay. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah. I didn't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start to shaken. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. I'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru would definitely come back. It'd be weird if he didn't. You're right. Okay, so she's still feeling kind of sad. But she didn't feel sad before. So the after effects is that she's still slightly sad, so he's still slightly lying. Even I'm horrid of my power, of the eye of the Overlord. What the heck is this? You stupid fool. I can't believe you haven't noticed the aberrant thing? Pitiful humans. They refuse to lift their heads up from their fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky. Lift my head up? Does he mean that there's something up there? Well, that looks like a ceiling. But I was talking to everyone first, not getting clues. Hajime, this might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey,
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident for the sake of decency, my body too, and even greater hope. No. Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
how unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing. Okay, so he's definitely knows something, and he's gonna come in later with knowledge. Has to. Like, has to. Okay, Chaki's way in the distance, but... Oh, she's like part of the stage. Okay, so I want... Not that. The shattered remains of the machine are spread all over the floor. Oh, okay. I was like, that's it. This appears to be the surveillance camera unit. Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication. Or, for communication purposes. Why'd it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? Do you mean...
Well,
Even if they don't, or even if they know they're not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. But we saw it. So the camera was... Oh, you mean about the other. Okay. I just think someone could be off screen just being like, Ibuki, do this. And she'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. So, that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera. That's why the killer destroyed this. Then, was that thing I saw... Surveillance camera unit has been added to your truth build section of your handbook. Okay. I think there's a stage, and I think that's it. Like, in this room. There's a door that says staff only. It looks like the inside of the storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. Storage rooms are always important when it comes to these things. Ah, there you are. What a lovely guy. Kidding. I don't hate him. He's a cool character. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey,
So, about it. Did you find any clues? The tipped over step ladder on the stage and the duct tape binding Hiyako. This probably all came from this storage room. Listen, I did not go on stage, so I actually didn't get any of that information yet, technically. There might be other things in the storage room that can be used for the crime. You always pretended to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be the killer on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special. But I can't say for certain, though. Okay, so he does know something. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. Is it because, like, despair disease, they're doing it in the sake of... Well, that's not how that works. that's not how that works. I was gonna be like, because of the despair disease is in the sake of the... I should investigate here for now. Yeah, but I didn't get any of the information. I'm gonna get all this information first, and it's all gonna be like, wow. I don't think the musical instruments have anything to do it, but there's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there's also instruments and machines that I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelves. It's probably used as storage for, or used for the stage decorations. This thick black paper that folds up and folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers plastered all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper. It's a little torn, but what does this mean? Nothing, because I didn't investigate anywhere else. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's oh, okay, so that's right there. The venue's logo placed on here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Compared to the last time, it feels like there are less stickers there than before. Am I overthinking this? But like, was this already like this, or did they just put that there? I mean, there's a full-length mirror, but you can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking outfits or costumes. With a mirror this big, it's easy to check how you look. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I should go back to the music venue. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to come back in here because I didn't get any of the information. I'm gonna have to do all that again. My bad. Should have realized, but oops. Let's go with the body. It is weird that she's facing away. Just kind of odd. Ibuki's body lay on top of the Ibuki's body lay on top of the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. Huh? What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice that, or I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. That's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. Maybe, you know, the slashed throat. Blood on the soles have been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a second? We already discovered the body before we met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag, though. But I knew right away that she died since she was hanging from that rope. She was, I guess, assumed she was dead. Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. That helps. There's no time, oh yeah, okay. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So, I wasn't really sure who died first. Okay, so something's going on with that. Who died first is gonna be... I think it's gonna be... She died first because he said she wasn't hung up yet. So, whoever hung her up. So, I note though. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true. Their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. Is there going to be something weird about that too? Or is it just because she was hung up, or she hung up after she died, but she died? I'm assuming enough before that there's a difference. Instead of just being like, they died at the same time. You know? Her hair isn't out though, but maybe that was just so you didn't know beforehand because she's the only one with long hair like that. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own. So, right after that... Wait, hold on. Itchy nose. If Ibuki climbed the stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? Is that only just sinking in? No, that's impossible. Because even if she literally could have... Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. She would be dead. I was gonna be like, oh, she literally could have been like, hey, Ibuki, you should go kill her and then die. You know? That could have been interesting. But if she... But then someone still needed to hang her body. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterwards. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's coincidence. Coincidence. That's the rope that was tied to the baton lighted on the ceiling. The boogie hung herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like the regular length of the rope, with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that the music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there, which means it was obtained from the supermarket. Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained the rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikon. Do you have a moment? What happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? I didn't talk to her. Oops. Yes, I have no other external injury, she has no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. Okay, something's going on there. So this rope wouldn't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. He knows something. Oh, he knows things. Geez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Rope used for hanging has been added to your truth build section of your handbook. Okay. Fine. I thought it was a shirt. The bag. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? That hemp bag, upon further investigation, there's a monomy decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Okay. Okay. The step ladder is tipped over on one side. On its side. This must be the step ladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Is that a blood stain? It looks like the blood around the left side the blood around the left side of the step ladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hiko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hiko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does that mean? The stepladder has been added to your truth build section of your handbook. I just wanted to talk to Mikon, but I can't leave the stage until I'm done. I really thought I talked to everyone. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Candle has been added to your truth build section of your handbook. Hiko's body is suspended against a pillar in the stage, or pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with the duct tape, and she looks like she was forced into standing upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Yeah. The only one that kind of reminds me of this was the Chihiro one. It wasn't a slit throat, but it had the rope around their throat. So it kind of reminds me of that. But it's just because of that, you know? Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding. Probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, or do I need her? Well, A, the game is doing fine. Oh, my water. The game is going fine. I keep misclicking, or not misclicking, I keep trying to get everyone, so I keep just getting sections without actually finishing it, like I didn't ask Mikon before going on stage and stuff like that. But then I also had the thought that when you ask how's it going, I always answer it via the game, and I realize you could just mean how is it going in general. And I keep not, I just thought of it the other day where I'm like, wait, are you asking about the game? Or are you just like asking? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hiroko's body here. It could mean either way. Okay, thanks. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before it came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her up in such a short period of time? I can only assume that she died. Then, when he was going, someone taped her up. And then that's why she was dead before Ibuki. And that would make sense with like what they were saying. Or not saying, hinting at. They always say the wrong thing first and then you fix it, you know? Who was your second favorite, Ibuki? Or Hiyoko? Ibuki. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Ibuki seems fun. I really feel bad. I feel bad because after the last trial, I really wanted to protect Hiyoko, and then this happened. So, oops. Because she has no friends left, and I feel bad. Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Okay, so now we need to check everyone's alibi. Hey Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way. I don't wish to... Okay, I really hope the despair disease, the liar disease, has a cool reveal with him, because it would be such a waste if his character doesn't know something or doesn't say something. That's a really cool twist backwards. Like, because there's still the after effects, I'm holding out so much hope that that's going to happen while investigating, because I don't think it happened previously. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help? If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from behind Hiyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hiyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she was alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with it now that she's dead? Is there a Is there a manner of why it was... I mean, in the back... Listen. If you don't mean anything by it, it's not really a problem. You know? Now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Hey, Akane.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hiyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for it?
What?
Huh? I don't really understand, but I gotta check Hiyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. The kunai reached through the duct tape binding Hiyoko was, or binding, or the through the duct tape binding Hiyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it. She's tied up so tight, I can't really reach with my hands. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
Looks like a different key to the cottage, so it might be a key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh? With, your characters and my characters, like the one that I'm like, yes, I'm going to hang out with them, is the one character that has been locked into chapter 3, and like, so half the game, Fuyuhiko is unplayable. I thought you said it was in the hospital. Is it in the motel room? Oh wait, did you say it was in the hospital? Maybe. I thought so. I thought it was in the hospital. But I'm going to check the motel room, obviously. But, it's like the character I want to hang out with is, like, locked until halfway through the game. It was very funny. That also just means that, like, I'm assuming that means he makes it to the end, or very, very close. Because there's only, what, 2 more kills and then the end, if there's 6 chapters. So, yeah. The key to her motel room, huh? If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is the trap, they would have made him more towards the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can deduce, if we're really, really fancy about things, we can conclude this is something Hiyoko had with her all along. It's a nice key. Motel key has been added to her truth build section of your handbook.
Hey,
And also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hiyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. That's true. There are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all of these mysteries, what do you think the strangest is?
see?
The way they wrapped the body with the duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hiyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I feel like I'm not getting something, and I wonder if it's because I didn't do Mikon's report first. I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume, of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would have been a sea of blood. But if it's tightly wound so much, I mean, I guess she could have still died from other things, but like, did she not bleed? Like, it's not on her at all. But, I don't know. The body was left alone, a sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anyone faint. Okay. Shocky. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Shocky, I'm worried because she had 2 new facial expressions, but I don't think this is new. was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey, hey.
See? Take a closer look at the floor. Or take a close look at the floor. If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge of something was wiped off. Wait. This isn't something. Is this a blood stain? Ah, that would explain why there's no blood here. If she got, like, dragged there? Because she was moved? Because that's what I think. I feel like she was placed I don't know. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hiyako's neck was slashed not far from here. How do we know that? Not far from here.
But still,
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
so
If they were trying to hide it, if they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off the bloodstain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? I don't know, man. Smudge on the floor has been added to your truth-filled section of your handbook. Okay, I think I got everything on the stage. What is it? There's a black curtain hanging from the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach one edge of the stage to the other.
huh?
Can it not? It seemed like it did. It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit. Wait, what? Strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped, or see, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So,
If they went that far, this is probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answer came easily. I didn't notice it didn't fit at all. Does it even show that? The music venue curtain has been added to your truth build section of your handbook. There's like the stage end like here and here. Is that what they're saying? Like it doesn't fit here and here. These like red spots. I guess. Okay. Yeah, cool. There should still be things I need to investigate. I should investigate this first. Okay. Okay, I got those three. Oh, okay. There's a control panel at the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. I'm sorry, it still says 86 degrees. That's way too hot, man. That's way too hot. For me. That's way too hot for me. In a house. Like, nah, man. Nah. In fact, we use this to lower Buki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim, candlelit ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why did they use this lighting? Was there some reason they would have inconvenienced them? I was just thinking, there's 2 step ladders. Interesting. And the black curtain. Interesting. I see. So you noticed it too, fiend. What if instead you said friend? Noticed. So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. If you not notice the aberrant? Sure. I know words. Item. Look at the baton lighting. You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. We should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it.
Who re-raised it? Who re-raised the lighting? There's no need.
Go by 4 dark devils of destruction.
They're so cute. I love that he holds his finger out like this and there's just the little guy on top. It's like under the word Isla, you know? Oh, it's so good. So adorable. I want animals. I want to kiss them. Ah, it's so adorable. Go Mirage, Golden Hawk, Jumpy. Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of the 4 dark devils of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. How did it do that? Oh, it's so talented. Choo-choo. It starts running around the stuck slip of the paper to rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downwards and was drifted towards and driftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that is amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my 4 dark devils of destruction. Hamsters were merely their temporary form. Are merely their temporary form. So, what's that paper? It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scripted onto it. It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it is too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper has been added to your truth build section of your handbook. Okay, was that it? It looks like the music venue AC unit. That's right, I must be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running the heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. Okay, so we agree 86 is hot now, but it wasn't hot when we're having the party. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. The AC temperature has been added to your truth build section of your handbook. I wonder if they just use the same exact icon, which is why it's so hot in the first place, but...
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I will gladly become the enemy. I wouldn't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
You're not going to die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Then, it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings.
Hey.
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. Okay, I thought it was going to be the motel. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Okay, so it is going to round back out to the movies. Chill. If only I noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on everyone in the hospital, or how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient's room and noticed that Ibuki was gone. Oh god, it was so long ago. By that I mean it was, what, last week? Who did we meet? It was Fuihiko, right? was the one that I went in. No, who was I with? Anyways, I noticed that Ibuki was gone, so I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fujiko in the front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. Okay, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember the timeline at all. That is a long story. I'm sorry. It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room. Okay, so we were together. Yeah, okay. That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning of Monokuma's announcement. So, I didn't doubt you. I'm telling you the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Mikan's account has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, with this, I might be close to finishing the investigation of the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure that I got those autopsy reports from her. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? Tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I couldn't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you wouldn't be able to determine the precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. Well, who knows that? I guess I just really want to blame Sonia. I guess she would know because she likes serial killers, but then Mikan is obviously the other one. And they covered up their time of death and by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear the order of murders occurred. Okay, so definitely flipped. Definitely. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistake of the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses the creative work, like a song or of a film. Oh, I know what an imitation murder is. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline of their kills. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start getting really annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way that they're killed, it's obviously an imitation of that movie. What movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal it was an imitation killer. Okay, the goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This too must be the will of
we haven't watched the movie, guys. I don't understand. It's certainly oh, cheers. It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. Why are you guys talking about an imitation murder? The one more person might be killed? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Worrying about, things would things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people would be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this murdering school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people, but if Ibuki hung herself, does it count? Does that count? Because if you're like, hey Ibuki, do this, is it killing? Or is it persuading? Because then there could still be another kill. But I'm assuming that's telling you no, it's not. But you can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you added another rule? Well, the killing everyone at once is okay. The Blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Just like, imagine someone's like, dude, you could have told me that before. I was just going to assassinate like 8 people at once. I guess it's not assassination. They're not really. I was going to kill 8 people at once. This is a new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyways, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all. I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if they are 2 killers? Huh? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote 1 person, right? If we can only choose 1 based on the majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about the case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up. It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Alright, fine. That's right, there's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I would have to figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamers' brains are not to be underestimated. You should just shut up and go back to my cave. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. You should shut up and go back to your cave. I see. So there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. Just like imagine 4 people lined up and then 4 people with knives and then just like... Did I ask something? Like, did I ask that? If there was 2 people? Because God, I don't remember. Just like Hunger Games at the end, just have them all be prepared to stab each other. Like what was that movie? God, it's a horror movie. It's in a house. This doesn't narrow it down at all. I think is it the person that plays Shaggy? Where they like stab each other at the end to make it look like they both got attacked. Like, just do that. Just stab each other. I see, so there's no possibility of 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep. It makes things a little easier. Because I was gonna be like, saying Chiaki is smarter than me because it's like, oh, never underestimate gamers' brains, and I'm just here, man. So if I ask that same question, I'm so good. I'm such a big brain. So great. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my!
Then we first explored the island. Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the invitation is... Of course, it is an invitation of that movie.
Well?
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely represents that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that. Okay, so Nagito obviously can't be the killer, because he knows I haven't seen the movie. That would be bad. I think he's the only one that knows I haven't watched the movie. It can't be Fuyuhiko because we haven't hung out with him. And so technically it's just like, I think it's just the 3 girls that I'm questioning here so far. Because I would Soda be smart enough to lock the door after him and to change the heat? And then also no alibi besides really wanting to get out. But if Chiaki was the opposite, she's been really against murder, so that would make sense. Mikan's very soft and like helpful, and so if she was opposite, she would also kill. Sonia, oh yeah, Akane is fine. And then she's just crying. There's no way that she would do it. Sonia, she might know about the heat thing. She's very precise. Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I think I was supposed to do the storage room last, because it's the background of the storage room, even so this conversation happened at the bar. You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. So I did this in the wrongest order. I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then, I should get going too. There's other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hotel, for sure. The first victim, Buki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we cannot go there we couldn't go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clue related to Buki's death. For clues related to Hayako's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Okay, I'm gonna talk to them one more time because I like getting all the information. Just a little bit more time and I'll be back to my old self. This ain't like me at all. It's very difficult to estimate the time of death. But it's not my fault. It's because the music venue is too hot. I already got that already. Calm down. But if the killer was behind this, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? As long as this is an imitation murder, there's no mistaking the order of the murders. Not just that, but I also witnessed it. It should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Buki, then Hiyako. As long as we know that, there's no reason for them to cover up the time of death. Even so, why? Well, clearly, it flipped. Anyways, to the movie theater. Bum 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 bum. Third Island. Okay, movie theater's this way, I think. Hospital, need to check there too. But we promised him first, and we don't want to have him waiting. What's it called? Is it one of these two movies on the signs? Neon lights?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer uses that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
You see, then you really should watch the movie first.
Hey!
Hey manager, a customer's here. Oh, maybe he didn't know.
Call me?
Yes, did you call me?
What?
Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you weren't going to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's the if that's the tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoid of being a tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. $1.5 million is nothing?
Listen up!
In exchange for that, for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyways, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it. My resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. You still have that in your pocket? That was days ago, my dude. See? It's this one. I'm sorry, I was born stupid. I forgot what it said. I knew it was an insult, but I forgot what it said. Oh, that's very funny. People have, like, they had to sell this sticker. I'm pretty sure I've seen it as a pin before. Oh, no, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I saw it as a pin before, which is so funny. It's so funny because I 100% have heard people making jokes about this, and I can't remember who it was and where we were and stuff, but I remember I'm almost 100% sure someone made a joke about spending a crazy, like a ridiculous amount of money on a pin/sticker before. So I wonder if it was a joke about this because it was the same people that were really into Danganronpa, and because they figured that out and they just went back and forth, just a bunch of jokes, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I wonder if it was, or if they were making a different joke at that time. But I think I've seen this, but I don't think it was from them. I think I just seen this pin, like this as a pin before. You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket. Oh, you can still buy it? Oh, that's great. Because I was wondering if it was one of those things that, like, Hot Topic had it back 10 years ago, you know? That's so funny. Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today, at this time. By the way, I can only give you away one ticket per person. You only get one chance to watch it for free. At a reduced price of $257. I mean, that's way better than what Hajime paid for a sticker, which was $1.5 million. $2.5 is much better. Okay, so the time and date is going to be very important, I'm assuming. What does it mean 2.5D, like 3D? So it's like 2D plus a little extra. Okay, so it is the Wizard of Monami. I can only give yeah, so this is going to be really important. I've already stamped today's date onto your, okay. Oh, 13th, 10:04 a.m. Okay, 10:04 a.m. I guess I would line up. It's the 13th. I already stamped today's date onto your ticket, so you won't have to, you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan on watching, plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Then I'll prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hey Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason. I just think I just think of it as a protective charm. No, it's definitely for a reason, and it's definitely going to come in handy. A movie invitation ticket has been added to a truth build section of your handbook. I guess you should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations.
Impossible.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing, and you paid $1.5 million for it too. But even if you said, or even you said you would have settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but it means I would have had to pay that, or pay that thing, you know? Had to pay that thing, I guess. Just leave me alone. I mean, four installments of 64 cents it's a good bargain for a sticker, you know, that calls you stupid. It's just, it's a I love when there's like really just small things like that have like payment options, because I had that before with, I think it was like one single earring that was on sale for like a couple bucks, like the same amount. And yeah, one of the things was like, if you go through this app, you can pay it in small little like chunks. And I'm like, nah, I'm okay. I'll just take my earring for a few dollars. I just think it's more of a hassle. It would be a hassle anyways. Obviously for other things. Interest-free payments are a good thing. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. This one, it looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a detail of Monami's face on it. Did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for for various variety of common tasks, like getting hanged. It's a limited item. Only one person can. Oh, who has it? Who bought it? Ooh, only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. I already sold it. Or it's already sold out. Who did you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid. There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that would reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it. I remember you said that there is one thing, or there is only one because that's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one, it's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? When you buy one bag, you get another one for free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off, mainly because there's no other item you can buy. There's no other item, so you can't give away a free item if there's literally no other item to buy. Monikuma's account has been added to your truth, so there's 2 bags, or more. Ooh, okay. Section of your handbook.
Well now.
Now then, I shall forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
This is exciting. Exciting. Are you gonna say something different this time? An invitation from earlier. You should keep that safe, just in case. Yeah. To the theater. Yeah, we're gonna see how I feel, by the way, about streaming in 2 days, because A, I'm getting a COVID vaccine, but B, my cat got injured. He hurt himself, so if that's inconvenient, then I'm not going to do this. So, just fun fact. I just want to drop that. I apologize for keeping you waiting. Yeah, I know. He hurt himself, and now he's being... Obviously, he's in a lot of pain, so we gave him medicine. But he's so dramatic because we try to feed him where he's sitting, so we gave him his little bowl right next to him, and he's lounging on a chair, like a little dog bed. He's lounging there and eating with his face sideways, and I'm like, you're so dramatic. But also, you're in pain, so you're allowed to be. So, I feel so bad, though, for him. So, we're trying to... help him with things, but obviously cats can't talk, so he will just meow at us to try to get something. So if he ever needs anything, we try to help him out. 'Cause before his pain meds, he's a little bit better now. Like, he walks around, and he's going to get better every day. But oh man, it was... That's true for both of us. Because I'm getting a vaccine, and he has not a broken leg. Like, he tore his ligament, which is the same thing that happened to our dog twice. I don't know why our dog or our pets are so useless. So anyways, so it's a whole thing, and then in 2 weeks I have a different doctor's appointment because I might go in for surgery. So all of that is up in the air. So anyways, but in 2 days, cat's more important than anything else. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents the stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. Wasn't there like 1.5? Like, The Lion King 1.5? Because I remember I watched that one fully first, and I didn't know that it wasn't the, like, original. And so people were talking to me about The Lion King, and I'm like, yeah, like this. And they're like, that's not The Lion King. That's like 1.5 or whatever. I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't know the difference. From the title alone, I've had a bad feeling about this. 2.5D, that sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Okay, sorry. Lion King 1.5. I don't know things. And I remember that people were like, oh yeah, let's, talk about The Lion King. And I'm like, I don't know The Lion King. We weren't Disney people growing up. I remember when I got older, I wanted to watch Disney movies I never watched before. So I watched Sleeping Beauty, the Disney princesses. I watched the Disney princesses that I never watched before because we were just not Disney people. And then The Lion King I eventually did watch later on, so I watched that one by the time I was older. But I just noticed that it says Naughty Bear on the side in graffiti. This movie sucks. Who graffitied this? Was it Monokuma himself? Now then, please relax and enjoy the film. Why are we so far back? Ooh, I like the flowers. The Wizard of Monomi.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Okay, I don't know why I was so surprised there were humans. I was like, there's humans. I don't know why. I mean, of course, we're humans.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
My granddad, they moved to a village, or to a city, in Colorado, that, is just old people and, like, a few high schoolers, because the grandparents would have taken their grandchildren. And so when I went there as a teenager, there was either slightly younger than me teenagers or old people, just like retired old people. And it was so funny that, yeah, it was just old people, and then, well, one of the people that were my age, who was a high schooler, like his family member, blah blah. My granddad remarried, so they have young people, whatever, in the family. Anyways, so what happened is, I went in, like, we were there, and when I was there, one of my family members, like, hey, I'm going to head out. And I was like, are you not even going to tell them where you're going? And she just goes, there's only one place in town where people can hang out. It's a coffee shop, and that's it. And I was like, oh, okay, fair, because apparently everything was in a town over, which was like 30 plus minutes away. And that was the closest. So, like, if she's heading out in the city, there's only one place to go. So, yeah. I don't think they had a tornado made by a helicopter, though.
And was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard, Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide...
Oh. But this was before... How does he know... Never mind. I was gonna be like, how does he know things before, but no. The video game plot was... That was in my head. That was my hypothesis. That was what was going to happen.
The Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Okay, so that would be Akane, but that didn't happen.
He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
Am I... I don't think I quite understand.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
I feel like I'm not quite getting it. Man, movies are the best. The drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, 1 for each hand.
So,
Did you say hand or... Nope, no, it said head. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna move past. Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye-bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even need to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it okay to even call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie matches the victim in this case. Ibuka's death was by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hiyako's suspended body matches the lion's death too. The fearful one? But she wasn't fearful. If you wanted to match it, why didn't you use Akane? I do not know the dream life of angels. I do not know it. There have been some bad movies out there. I'm gonna be real. There's some bad movies out there. It would be it would have been complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, which it seems like that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now, or what? If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they'd be upset about it, but... Okay. I have to probably go soon, so I might not finish the whole trial. If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but... I'm not sure if that's even true. The Wizard of Monami has been added to the Truth Build section of your handbook. You know what movie I just watched for the first time? Oops, sorry. It was Pet Sematary, and I've never watched it at all. I know my sibling watched the remake, but I never watched it, and so I watched it and I absolutely fell in love with the ghost. Absolutely loved him. Absolutely loved him. I knew 2 of the actors, so throughout it I was like, I know these actors, but I absolutely fell in love with the ghost man, who was like, don't do this, I love him. I absolutely love him. I couldn't understand the first part of the movie because I was getting my hair cut. We cut my hair at home, so we were shaving the sides of my head, so I couldn't really hear the right at the beginning, but so I might rewatch it, but it was like a couple minutes. It's real quick, just to shave my sides. So it was just, it was just, oh, my baby, oh no, oh, you're fine, oh, I guess we didn't walk too much, okay. So yes, anyways, that was the first time watching it, so I was pretty drawn into the story, but I was mainly just like, every time that ghost showed up, I'm like, yes, I love him. It was such a good ghost character, I don't know. Okay, I'm assuming it's going to be in a room I've never been in before.
Well?
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Hey, you prepared the surveillance camera, prepared the surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so, I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Did he get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance units, the surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, it's not possible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors were only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed from the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor, and the video that was filmed on the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I switched the cameras. Kinda seems like you didn't do any engineering. You kinda just seemed like you found 2 cameras and just swapped them. And so that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages to broadcast based on this specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you wouldn't be able to interfere with the signal. I'm feeling like all this is just going to be, it's not tampered with. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it's impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just switch the cameras. I modified them to increase the wireless range. So, if I haven't done that, I wouldn't be able to, or they wouldn't have been able to use, they wouldn't have been able to use it. Okay, so you did use your actual engineering. You're right. You did work on that. Okay. I should investigate the lobby first. Yeah, okay. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue's surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had no reason for that, right? Did you see something on this camera?
That's right.
Yo, I wanted to ask about that, ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could be recorded, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in the surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging from it. How did wait. I'm sorry, hold on. How did we know this was the stage if the black curtain was put there? Like, if we didn't have the black curtain there before, which I think it must have just been red, I guess. Oh, right, duh, because the camera switched. Never mind. Way overthinking it. It showed the music camera, or venue stage. There's a black curtain hanging in there. What? Whoa. Black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display is pretty dark because they were only using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I don't know who it was, because their face was covered, and now I know that it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder with her own free will. Well, is it her free will? It's her will, but it wasn't really free. And then she grabbed that rope end. That's all I saw. The candle being used must have been snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore. Well, if the candle light goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the ones I got in the machine alley was a really old model. Hey, hold on.
Well?
At the time you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. If you didn't know it was her, but you saw that she was trying to hang herself, you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her, but it didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder of her on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? No, because she isn't in control. Do we need to learn the word of consent? Come on, dude, figure it out. Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't know. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there now. It just says I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? I mean, I would be upset if you're like, hey, if I died like this, and they're like, oh, it was just suicide. It's like, nope. Nope, that's not how that works. The surveillance monitor video has been added to your truth code section of your handbook.
Now then.
I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch... I mean, deal's a deal, I guess. It's fine. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyways, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I'd never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan on wearing a hospital gown from now on. You can. Like, wear whatever you want, but honestly, when I got things done, I guess it wasn't a hospital gown. When I got things done, like, testing-wise, they're, like, rough. Almost paper-ish, like. If you're not sure, yeah, we got the grave scene. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, don't tell me, yeah. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there would be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns. It feels like they need to stock up more. That means the hospital is no longer in use. And where's Nakumaru? All of these are questions. Where is he? I thought he was in the hospital. The hospital gowns kind of make sense, because 4 was used by Fujiko, 3, 2, and 1 were used by them. There weren't any gowns. Yeah, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so it's the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice then, I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so it's probably gonna fit, or I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Huh? You're saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. You're wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go. Wait. You said you were gonna keep the scene safe and you just left Mikan? I'll be back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Do. Yeah. Oh, I thought I could walk. So it's a conference room. Staff room, conference room. Ba-da-bum. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Huh? Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chucky, are you there? If you turn on the lights, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'll be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? Or what are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes. Aw, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There's a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started to adjust to the light. I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtains that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I didn't get it.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in the conference room were designed to completely block out light. There was a projector in here, so they were probably careful with light shining through. See? You do not need that black end of a curtain. Well, I was going to say because I used it in schools all the time, but honestly, some of my classrooms didn't have windows. So, I guess there was no need for a curtain. See? A black curtain that blocks light, and is also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. I said, yeah, we should put it in the sleeping room. Because sleeping in a pitch dark room is better. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's not a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about being embarrassing if I looked and troll fail? I haven't heard troll fail, or troll and fail in so long. It like slapped me, man. Ooh. Now we just call it cringe and bullying. No, we still call it trolling. Or... yeah, no, we still call it trolling. I'm pretty sure there's another word.
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. I didn't even look around. I guess the curtain was the only thing that I was supposed to take away. Because it's the same as the stage. Hey, did I do something to make you angry?
That's wrong.
I'm not angry, I think. Well, are you or aren't you? If you're not angry, you wouldn't have done something so weird.
Yep,
Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about that.
I think.
Is she teasing me? She was just making a little goof. A little gaff. She was just having a good time. She was trying to play a little prank on you. It says I'm done investigating, but I kind of thought there would be more. I don't see anything that's important. It lets me leave, so... I guess... that's fine. I guess to the... unless I can go in here finally? No, it's just a room. Okay, so we can run over to the motel. And then it should be good. I love just... I'm like, I gotta go, I gotta make this quick. And then I'm just like, what if we just hang out for a little bit longer? Do a little bit more stuff. I just don't want to stop yet. Right, motel is this way. I think it's like one over, right? Yeah, motel. We didn't get a look in any motel rooms. I'm getting uncomfortable. I just remember I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. I just said that. Plus, I don't even know where Hayako's room is. It might be faster if I ask someone. Yeah. You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Do you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hayako staying in? Was staying in. Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear. You might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. Hee hee hee. I wonder how this guy talks, I wonder how this guy talks to his parents and teachers. Probably the same way.
Damn right.
Hey Harume, can you explain it to me again? What happens when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging in the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chucky at this motel when we were about to go back to the music venue. You met up with Mikan and me. And when you went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
That wasn't him, that was me. And the door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hayako's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey.
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you guys besides Chucky? As I recall, didn't you hear me? A body was discovered. But body? Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Besides Chucky, I also saw Gundam and Monami. I see. So Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Where were they? Are they together? Did they go on a date finally? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hiko was killed between the time I saw Ibuki, or between the time you saw Ibuki's body and we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you about my alibi too. When the morning Monoguma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital and I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up to look for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you were circling the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying you didn't, or I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. It is completely unreasonable. You did not do it. The time with Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In a short amount of time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. That's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue, because she was already dead. Dun dun dun. But the fact that Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover the body. What? You still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubtful for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I don't want you to. I don't want to know in advance what I've done. Blah 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 blah. Brain just fried. I don't want to know in advance what I'd have to do in the end to end up like that. Yeah, every time something like that, there's a CSI, Criminal Minds, CSI, episode that ends with a guy half in... Is it concrete? And my sibling always brings it up whenever anything like that happens, because it just is in her mind, you know? Fihiko's account has been added to your truthful section of your handbook, but if they didn't have enough time, that could rule out Mikan and Fihiko, because if they are each other's alibis, there was enough time. But unless there was like, oh, there was enough time to tie her up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize there was rooms. Clatter, 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 clatter. Looks like it's locked, but the key's inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. Okay, I clicked the right door. Man, I'm so good. It opened, and just as I thought, the key was Hayako's room key. Alright, I should go inside. I don't think I could go in any of the other ones, but... Oh, okay. I thought you said make sure to get it. I'm like, dang, I'll make sure to get it. Gee whiz. Yeah, no, you make sure I get it. So, Hayako was staying here. She was staying here for a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but... I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyako's put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What? Did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault. What is that? What does she mean? Okay. Ah, there he is. That sucker. So very quiet. I got an achievement. Heck yuck. I'm such a cool adult. Saying cool things all the time. There is nothing in here besides a bed. And a toilet. Okay. The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. I was afraid of she was afraid of the despair disease. She was cautious of you guys too. Oh, that's me. So she was afraid of the despair disease, and so she was cautious of you guys too. However, her fear of the disease, I think they just need to change the side panels to be different colors for each person. Or at least have the names on top, because on the side I just forget, I don't know who's speaking. However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides the disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her she might be good for her to go outside for a while. For a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was unlocked at that time. And then I saw it. You just barged in, you're just like, hey, I'm here. There's a reason you're locked in your room, but I'm walking in anyways. Hayako was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. You know, I'm not going to bring up the giant slit up the child's, who looks like a child's leg. I mean, she's still a child, even if she's 16, she's still a child. The child's leg, I'm just going to walk past that. I'm just going to leave it alone. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but when she could not tie her sash anymore. So wait, I thought the whole thing with her bonding with... I'm so sorry. I forgot her name. Your favorite. Red hair, photographer. It's so close. Mahiru. The whole thing of bonding with Mahiru was because of being able to tie her sash. Like, that was her whole thing. Hi. A little dog. Was about tying her sash, so I'm confused. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru was no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
And the others might have thought it was just silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Yuko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Yuko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
I feel so bad for her. Her storyline is, like, so sad. Like, I know I didn't like her at first. Like, I really didn't like her. But now I just feel so bad. They're really, really good at giving a character that has a... not a backstory, but, like, progression of me now being, like, sad about that. It's like, yeah, her not being able to remember, or even just being stressed out, like, even if she did. I mean, they didn't, because in the previous one, she couldn't take off and put back on her kimono herself either, which is a whole thing that, like, what did she do then in between them all, but we're gonna move past it. But, especially being so upset about a few days earlier, Mahiru, dying, I feel so bad, because now she's upset. Like, even if she could tie it, I mean, it's clearly very emotional, and what bonded her to Mahiru. It's so sad. It's so sad. I didn't like her at first, but now I just feel so bad about her. Like, about it all.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Her mirror's cracked.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Someone just get her a different outfit. I mean, now I understand it's for And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hiyuko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Ayako locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by anyone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone. I can't believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. No one knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hayako was going to the music venue? Something is wrong. Sonia's account has been added to your truthful section of your handbook. Okay. I don't know what else there would be. There's a mirror, but it's small and rusted. There's no way anyone can use this. I can't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that anyone made a mess in her room, and I couldn't think she was forcibly abducted. I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. No. No, not yet. Because I need... That was my little baby. Yes, you are so tiny and... so cute, somehow. So cute, look at it. I maybe should give it gifts, but, I don't know what happens. I haven't done it yet. Maybe I should. Maybe before next time. Now, I want to know what to get. Influencer gauge is... I know, boring part. Influencer gauge is the focus meter? Or is that your hearts? Nope, it's the hearts. Okay. Should I just trade in things, or should I... Should I be logical, or should I... What do you mean get? I already have. Increases jumping power. Okay, logic dive. I didn't really have a problem with logic dive, besides the questions. Turning power... I don't think that was a problem. Oh, I don't remember. Was there a particular one that I wasn't good at? Sharpness increases by 5. Fine sword is better. I'm gonna get this. 'Cause fine sword is better. Easier shift of mood. Okay, rebuttal showdown. No, panic talk defense is the rhythm game, which I think is my worst. So, should get that. I don't think I need more bullets. Oh wait, this is panic. Yeah, okay. Increases damage of the opponent when statements are destroyed. That's good. I can get that. That's 5. Infrared recovers over time during concentration of fever time. Effective during non-stop. Oh, that's really good. Okay, I only have 4 left, so let's just look at what has 4. Increases the speed of memorizing a statement. Steadies your aim. Okay. Steadies your aim. Reduces your aiming speed. Okay, I don't think that... And this one increases it. I don't really know I would need those, really. Yeah, I think... Might as well get as many hearts as I can. Yeah, and I can't get anything because I'm out. Oh, yeah, I can't get excellent blade, I already have it. Okay. Whoever is... Yeah, I'm gonna equip them when we can, obviously. So hopefully I remember. I'm going to hang out with Fujiko next. I'm like, who am I going to hang out with next? This is Fujiko. Is maybe dead, or at least not here. Dead. Dead. Friendship. Dead. Friendship. Dead. So we're dwindling down. I wonder how many people are going to be left. Because if there's 2 more cases, that means the killer, case, killer, case, killer. That'd be a lot. Anyways, and so yeah.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
That's new. Anyways, I'm gonna save it right here. I need to go so I can be up tomorrow. I'm gonna just use all the save spots. So unless Monokuma says something unique, but if he does, I don't want to do it right now anyways. So, but yeah, thank you for being here. I just hit my phones. Thank you for being here, as always. I don't know, is it interesting to watch somebody play a game that you already played? You know? Played so recently, but if it's not, you can bail out at any time. Do not feel inclined to be here. Okay, yeah, no, because I don't know how many people you watch that play this, so that's why I'm like, don't feel pressured to be here, you know, but if you like it, obviously, you're always welcome. That's true, I love seeing things like that. I love, like, watching what other people think, like, instantly what reaction they have, and obviously a story that you know the secret, especially with this, like, rewatching it, knowing who the killer is, and knowing, like, the first one, knowing about Junko, it's very interesting. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, if somebody hates Mahiru, that was my reaction when I watched, some of the first people, the person that I watched really hated, Yasuhiro, and I'm like, what did he do? He's not even doing anything, he's just being a fun guy. And people that hate just Yasuhiro, like, he isn't even my all-time favorite, but he was one of my favorites to hang out with just because of his dialogue and stuff, but they didn't hang out with him because they didn't like him. So that was one of my favorite dialogues, but I don't think I have too many people that I watch that they actually hate the one that is my favorite. Mahiru just reminds me so much of my sister, my oldest sibling, and so it's very funny. So I don't think she's very familiar, but it's like, I don't need to befriend my sister in a video game as well. I wonder what her story is. Obviously, I'm talking extremely baseline. I don't know any of her story. I do. Ooh, now I'm really interested, because with this one, you get a lot of their their actual backstory, which in the first one you didn't get too much. You hung out, but you didn't get their backstory too much. This one you get their backstory, which is really interesting, because I did not like Akane. Well, I was very indifferent of Akane, and then I hung out with her and I got really interested in it. And, like, yeah, she has a whole family life and things that she's scared of and all of that I didn't know before. So now I'm like, Mahiru, I wonder what now I'm gonna go and just want to play her free time events. I love free time events. They're great because, unlike an actual true like dating sim, it doesn't feel pressure. It's just like, yeah, just hang out with this person. I'm like, hell yeah, let's hang out with someone. Yeah, I wonder. I obviously haven't watched anyone, so I wonder who people's favorites are in this one, because in the first one a lot of people jumped in and said that their favorite was like Sakura or Celeste especially, but not so many people, I feel, for me, like, from my knowledge, not a lot of people telling me, or in my, like, sphere, seeing who everyone's favorites are, and I don't think the hated ones are as pinpointed either, because for me, the one that I disliked the most at the beginning, well, obviously Tear, but the one that I didn't like, which was Hiyoko, was, other person said they really liked Hiyoko, So it's like, huh, so people really vary on who their favorites are and who they dislike, which is really interesting. Yeah, so you don't like Chalky, or do you, like, because like Chalky's fine. I don't think as she's a very unique character in like the obviously that she's very important, but I don't think she's a unique personality as much. She's just kind of ho-hum gamer, which is, yeah, Jackie's impossible to hate. That's why like I hung out with her first, because I knew she was going to be agreeable, and I knew that I thought I was going for the two people that were endgame, which was Braca and Jackie, but apparently not. Oh, I absolutely loved Braca, which I was really surprised about, because I didn't like first Braca. And I was like, it's probably not going to be that interesting or whatever. And I really did like hang out with him. I mean, was he a perfect character? No, but I still absolutely loved hanging out with him. Nagito, I wanted to hang out with him because I thought it was going to be Braca, Chaki, Nagito were going to be three of the survivors. But now the more I'm going, the more I'm like, don't know, because obviously Braca died. So I'm now like, is Chiaki going to be the end? Is she not? And I don't know. Is I think Nagito. I don't think I ever seen anything about him being dead. So I feel like he probably is going to be endgame. Oh, ooh, there's going to be twists. Yes. Okay, reveal with me. Recycle? I'm going to leave. Circle back to me about characters, because so far, but I also really, this is definitely going to be one of the games that I'm going to come back to just to get the whole story of each character, because I didn't know anything about Akane until I hung out with her, and obviously Braca has something going on hiding, so I wonder if I fully friended him, if I would have got his secrets. And then Nagito, he's a very interesting character, because he's kind of flip-floppy and you know, all this, and so I'm definitely gonna hang out with them. That's the easy way to, yeah. I know my sister, after, even though she has the game, I remember she just looked up all, I think, free time events with Soda, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you do you. So that was just her easiest way, instead of playing through the whole game to get the free time events. She just watched just the free time events, which is very funny to me. But anyways, I don't know if I like anyone enough to do that. I think I'm going to finish the game and then circle back to watch or play Braca's and maybe other ones, because again, with Mahiru, she reminds me so much of my sister, but then I realized I can't say that. I don't know any of her other backstory. I don't know anything. Ooh, I'm intrigued though. I'm intrigued. So anyways, I'm going to go for real. I'm going to eat some food, drink some more water. I mean, I still have water, but I always get so thirsty. I talk so much. I love talking. I'm going to leave. Goodbye.